Well, last night was insane with the Onisan interview on the Kill stream and a 5-hour stream that we did on this channel. It was insane. Check out last night's podcast if you hadn't had a chance to see it already. But that being said, I want to talk to you guys today about Leafy is here. And by the way, this is so funny, right? I put out a video. I think I titled it like The Strange Return of Leafy or something like that, or Leafy's Strange Return, where I basically just talk about the 2 community posts that he made, and talked about the significance of this. And it's so funny that a YouTuber posting a community post on his community tab on his YouTube channel is enough to garner that much attention. Originally, I wasn't going to do the video because I was like, who cares? It's just community posts. But my friend recommended it to me, and 100,000 people watched it and commented on it and enjoyed it or whatever. I mean, it's insane to me. It should just go to show you the power of Leafy is here and how hungry there is for a return of his content. Well, today, after waking up, I was greeted to something very, very special, and that was a video premiered by Leafy is Here, the return of the Lizard King himself, titled simply iDubbbz's. I got 140,000 likes, good like to dislike ratio. He premiered it. Now the views are, this video is actually getting so many views that the counter is actually frozen. Because when I woke up this morning, I checked and it had 400,000 views and it still has the same view count. So that means so many people are rushing to click on it that it actually is getting frozen right now. His social blade right now is he's actually gaining 30,000 subscribers just from this one video. And looking at the timing of it, 30 seconds long, I mean, what could he have said in 30 seconds that was just so powerful, that just brought out 30,000 people to come back?
For those of you who are unaware of the drama I recently brought upon myself, I'll fill you in. My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur porn. Anything from double penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay and everything in between. And I think all of it is cool. Yeah, I know.
Dude, you're a fucking cuck.
And that's it. That's the video. It's just him calling him a cuck. I like how, by the way, Leafy's using like a free version of Sony Vegas. He's like one of the richest YouTubers on the site still. And he can't even afford the real Vegas. I mean, it's just part of the Leafy charm, after all, of him to come back after 2 years, drop a 30-second video on iDubbbz's, using a free version of Sony Vegas. That's just the icing on the cake, really. What more needs to be said? I mean, look, Leafy doesn't need to come back to YouTube. Matter of fact, last night I was talking to somebody who I'm pretty sure is still good friends with Leafy or whatever. And, you know, of course I won't reveal the contents of that discussion, but what I will say is that Leafy is doing just fine without YouTube. He doesn't need to come back, and why even come back? I mean, one thing I was noticing is a lot of his old videos, if you go on his Twitter and you see when he shared out a lot of his videos, you know, like, new video, go ahead and watch this, a lot of those got taken down. Like, if you look at his social blade, look at his overall channel views, you'll notice every now and again, a lot of views will just drop out of nowhere. I thought originally this was just him going back and, like, deleting some old videos for some weird reason or whatever. But what this is a lot of these videos are getting taken down for cyberbullying. For example, here's one video, PewDiePie exposed by the Wall Street Journal. And you click on it, the video's been removed due to YouTube's guidelines. What reason does Leafy have to come back and just subject himself to having to cuck to YouTube's new rules in order to make a buck? I mean, that's really why he would come back, you know, to run a successful business, to make some money on the side. And if he can't even do that anymore, what's really the point? I guess then it would just be passion, but do you think you really had a lot of passion making these videos? Maybe at the start, but, you know, after a while, making a video every day on the cringiest kid on YouTube or the weirdest channels on YouTube, I mean, it gets, you know, a little old after a while. At a certain point, I would imagine it becomes almost tedious to make these videos, but, you know, it's all about the supply and demand for that type of content. What I'm saying is that Leafy has no reason to subject himself to the bullshit, the drama, the stress of running a channel. Just why? Just why? Why would he come back? The irony of this whole situation is back in the day, January 10, 2016, this is iDubbbz's girlfriend. They weren't dating at this time, I believe. She says, @LeafyIsHere. Why am I never in your videos? Do I need to lower the cost of money to get me to bend over? Well, it's funny how life works out like that, isn't it? Wow. But is Leafy ever really coming back? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe for every once in a while to post a goof like this or whatever, but coming back for real or making a real video, he's been close to it a few times, but I just don't see it happening. He's talked about how, like this one time he made, I think he talked about this on Drama Alert, how he made a video, like giving a proper goodbye to people, and he had the whole thing done, and he just never ended up posting it just cause, I mean, just why? There's a whole life beyond YouTube, and Leafy is well in the real world. He has no reason to come back to this digital hellstorm, and the type of content that made Leafy famous is just non-sustainable anymore. He would probably get taken down from YouTube if he continued in his old traditional Leafy fashion. I wouldn't even be surprised if this video on iDubbbz's got taken down for calling him a cuck. The internet's just not the same as he used to be anymore, and it's sad to say that, but I mean, it is true. Let's go ahead and see what Twitter is saying. I'm sorry, did I just really wait 2 minutes for Leafy's here to say one sentence? If so, that was fucking worth it. My eyes watered when I heard his voice. Just heard Leafy's here's voice for the first time in 2 years. He said 5 words, I'm not even mad. There is a real demand, even today, for Leafy's here to come back. It's a lot of that 2016, 2017 YouTube nostalgia. If this is not some sick April Fool's joke, then Leafy's here, the king himself is back. Here's somebody watching the premiere, showing he had about 13,000 people tune in as soon as the thing started premiering.
For those of you who are unaware of the drama I recently brought upon myself, I'll fill you in. My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur
17,000, that's a lot of people. Now, apparently when he initially put out the video, he actually privated it, but then brought it right back as soon as he was done or whatever. He's literally just fucking with us at this point. He's just turning it on and off again. Leafy's here, posts 31-second video after being gone for 2 years. YouTube HQ getting ready to delete it and remove ads. How much you want to bet this video is demonetized? I mean, he did swear in it, so I mean, I guess it would qualify. Wow, Leafy stands are still around. Or maybe this is a new stand. Regardless, I could read your Twitter all day. It seems like a lot of people have no issue with Leafy's here coming back, even though he was a toxic YouTuber. Even though he was problematic and he said edgy things, it seems like most people don't really care. They're just happy to see a return to 2016 back, which is kind of funny, right? Because when you think about it, all people wanted in 2016 and 2017 was for him to get off the platform, for him to leave because they didn't like him. He really was a canceled YouTuber if you think about it. A lot of these people came out and were like, Leafy abused me, not sexually. I don't think any sexual allegations ever came out, but a lot of people did come out and try to cancel him for being mean to his editors or for being lazy in his own content, as if anyone really cares. I mean, do you guys care if some YouTubers lazy with their content? I don't. It's just innocent fun for me, and it's good to see just a little splash into you know, what Leafy's up to, even if it's only 30 seconds long, 5 words. It's just cool. It's just kind of nostalgic, kind of takes you back for a minute. In this cruel world we're in with the quarantine and all that. I don't know what else to say. I could drag this on for 10 minutes or whatever, but I don't think it's really necessary. There you go. There's your return. If you want something more, you're probably never gonna get it. So that's about it. That's all I gotta say. Be sure to hit like on the video, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications. I'm shadow banned by YouTube, so you gotta turn on notifications if you want to see my live streams. But other than that, yeah, that's all I gotta say. See you tomorrow, guys.